All right, all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, for allowing me to make this very video, at least attempting to make this video again, because, you know, basically my phone be cutting off, and it's been doing this shit really since last night, but it's been cutting my videos because of storage, even though I have all the storage in the world. You know, just bullshit, but I deleted an app or two, so all praise to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. For allowing me to make this video, Yahweh, of course, being the true name of the Most High, not Yahweh or Yahuwah, all that garbage. Yahweh, man. Bahashim, meaning in the name of, and Yahweh Shai, being the true name of the same man who the world calls Jesus Christ, the only begotten of the Most High. All right? Who indeed is a dark-skinned man with white and woolly hair, as his father is, right? And all the angels. See that? So the so-called white man gave you a fucking lie. All right? So Yahweh Shai, as his father is, a dark-skinned man with white and woolly hair, and he's coming back to violently remove Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, out of power, man. Same man who's faces on your money, same man who practically runs this world, who built up his empire through wars and bloodshed, man, as it was prophesied that he would do. All right, but basically, this video, because I did a video last night, basically getting into, I was just doing a video on a video. I found a video on Instagram. And, I was just going through it, the typical. And basically, you had this Edomite-looking dude talking about, famines that are coming, increased race wars, basically complete fucking anarchy. So essentially, Jacob's trouble, man, which many of the prophets and practically really all of them talk about. Okay, Jeremiah, Daniel, right? Even Yahweh Shai himself talking about Jacob's trouble, man. So I'll go to Jeremiah 31st. All right, Jeremiah 30, even start the 5th verse. For thus saith Yahweh, Lord, all caps, that's Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. You see that? So trembling and fear is coming to really the world, but primarily to America, man. All right, for the pride thereof, and really just judgment all around. The Lord is blasphemed every day. America has been built on blood, so it has to go out by blood. All right, terrible judgment, especially these fucking Americans, man. They're very complacent. Really, they're just proud, man. A lot of these niggas talking shit. They don't really think the Lord gonna do anything at all, man. We have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. See that? So anybody that's not talking about, prophecy, things to come, Jacob's trouble, they're really by default prophesying of peace, right? You're putting off the evil days as you're reading Amos, the 6th chapter. That's why the Lord basically, cussed out niggas that was like that was prophesying of peace, even though there's no peace. So if you're not talking about things to come, man, the terrible things that's getting ready to happen on this land, the terrible judgments the Most High is getting ready to send upon this land. And again, it's not just America, but it's the whole world, man. Right? And I grab preachers on that too. Hey, nigga, by default, you're prophesying peace, man. You're putting off the evil day. Verse 6, ask ye now and see whether a man doeth travail with child. And the answer is no, men don't get pregnant. Wherefore, then for what reason do I see every man with his hands on his loins? Because even men are going to be scared, man. That's how bad Jacob's trouble is going to be. We're talking about lawlessness, anarchy, blackouts, increased home invasions, murders, right? As Paul talked about, Yahweh Shai said the love of many shall wax cold, right? When you go into the Greek word for cold, it's psycho, okay? And as Paul talked about in the book of Timothy, love people's natural affection is going to cease, man. It's going to fade away. I mean, it's not going to matter if you're somebody's brother or grandma. There ain't going to be no more such thing as natural affection. Wife or husband. A lot of cannibalism going to get ready to happen. Right? A lot of animals going to be ripping around in the streets, tearing niggas up. Diseases breaking out. Right? I wouldn't be surprised if disease break out because of the mass cannibalism that's taking place, man. For what reason I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail. See that? And all faces are turned into paleness, man. Okay? Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. What day? It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, man. Jacob's trouble, baby. But he shall be saved out of it, right? And who? The elect. Right? The elect are of Jacob, right? Jacob is another name. Okay, Jacob had 12 sons, which are the 12 tribes of Israel. His name was changed to Israel because he's a prince of the Most High. Okay, so when you hear about the children of Israel, it's talking about the 12 tribes. Which today are Negroes and Hispanics, Native Americans, man. We are the 12 tribes of Israel, the 12 tribes of Jacob. We are his descendants, right? He's our forefather, our patriarch. You know, so Jacob, sometimes, depends where you're reading, can just represent Israel as a whole, the 12 tribes. All right, but he shall be saved out of it, and specifically the elect, man, because we know the 2/3, all right, are damned. So now let's get Yahushua's prophecy. Yahushua talked about Jacob's trouble too. So it's gonna be a very, very terrible time. All right, Matthew 24. All right. Should be around. Yep, verse 21. This is red letter, so this is the Messiah, Yahushua. But then shall be great tribulation. So some people call it the great tribulation, but it's the same thing. Jacob's trouble, man. Which Daniel talked about it, right? You're gonna get his prophecy too. Ezra had a dream about it. In 2nd Ezra 15 and 16, man, he gives you Ezra probably one of the best, because you know Jeremiah and Daniel, right? They just tell you about Jacob's trouble, but they don't really get into deep detail like Ezra. That's why it's important to go precept from precept. Ezra, he gets into deep detail about it. What he saw, and he was living in Jacob's trouble, man. The times that's coming. He was living in it, in his dream, over 2,000 years ago, man. And he wrote what he saw. Okay? So Ezra gives you a deep analytical description of what's going to be happening. A lot of women are going to get raped. A lot of them, all these proud ass women that they think they don't need that, think they don't need a man now. That pride is going to fall to the Most High is going to snatch it to the ground, man. Pull it down to the dust. They're going to be crying because they don't have a man to protect them, because they're going to see a lot of, it's going to be crazy, man. They're not going to defend themselves, man. For then shall be great tribulation. A lot of niggas going to get booted off down there in World War III and to die. There's going to be a shortage of men. Remember, Isaiah 13 and 12, the Lord said he will make a man more precious than fine gold. Right? For then shall be great tribulation, Jacob's trouble, such as was not since the beginning of the world. So this time, no, nor ever shall be. So Jacob's trouble is going to be the worst time in human history, man. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. Right? The Lord is speeding up the days. You ever wonder why time's going faster? The Lord is speeding up the days, man. Prophetically. Why? For his elect's sake. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So the Most High is speeding up time for the elect's sake, man. Whoever they may be, Lord willing, I love that number. Which shows you that he does care about his people. Because, you know, being the rough conditions that we've been left in here in the land of our captivity, America, Babylon the Great, our prison house, and really all over the world, because we're scattered all over the world, as was prophesied by the prophets. I mean, it's easy to think to adopt the mindset that the Lord really don't give two shits about us, man. But he's speeding up the days for his people, man. That's why in Luke 18, Yahushua said, basically, if the elect cry to the Most High day and night, Most High is going to answer them with speed, man. Right? He's going to plead their cause speedily. And that speedily is happening right now through the Most High shortening the days. Okay? So, again, the prophets talked about the times that we're coming into, which, as I was saying, I was doing a video. Yesterday night, really earlier today. And you had a dude talking about it, man. Things to come. He wasn't like, you know, coming out of the Bible, because, you know, he's not in the truth. It was like it was an Edomite, but he was just saying, like, if you can't, you know, he was just talking about things that's going on around the world. Right? But we understand that we have this prophecy book. That's what the Bible is, a prophecy book. We have this prophecy book as a filter, man. Right? To measure the time diligently as commanded in 2nd Ezra 9 and 1. You got to look around what's going on around the world, man, and measure it with the measuring stick, which is this word. Right? Does it apply? Is it correlating? Does it match? And damn it, it matches, man. We know in the last days. So again, the Jeremiah, Yahushua, right? The prophets talk about Jacob's trouble, man. The times that we're getting, that we're really already in, it's just gonna escalate more and more. Daniel 12:1, and at that time shall Michael stand up. At what time? The time of Jacob's trouble, man. Michael stand up. So we're gonna need angelic, divine intervention, man. That's how bad Jacob's trouble is going to be. Don't forget, it's not just these fucking niggas that's going to lose their mind out here. You're going to have to also worry about Esau, Edom, man. The so-called white man, the powers that be, which they're going to be afraid to. SWAT, militia, whoever it may be, they're going to come down hard too, kicking door down, gunning niggas down. Completely persecuting those that fear Yahweh Shemiel Shai. Right? Of course, everything is going to be a process, not all happen tomorrow, one day, but, you know, it's a build-up, man. It's a build-up to something catastrophic, man. So first they may start banning the Bible. Then if you believe in anything at all, they might just fucking start killing you or jailing you, man, if you don't denounce your God. Don't forget about the RFID chip, which they are going to make mandatory according to prophecy, Revelation 13. The mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip, they're going to make that mandatory, and they're going to kill you if you don't get it. Right? Or torture you to death, try and change your mind at first. A lot of men are going to get weak, cut 2 toes off. He may still, stand his ground strong. Cut 3 toes off. He may still stand his ground down. Like, no, I'm not denying Yahweh Shemel Shai. Maybe 4 or 5 toes in, and he gives up, man, and he gets the chip. This is why Yahweh Shai said he would basically, let's get a preset. This is why Yahweh Shai said, to those who keep his works unto the end, he will give them, let me just read it. I don't want to take it, I don't want to misquote it. Revelation 3:10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience. See that? I also will keep you from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world. Now, you can fact check me, but I'm pretty sure I actually fact check myself. The word world here, it should be Okineme, which is actually talking about the whole planet. Right? Going to this Greek word for world. Exactly, Okineme. So that's the Okineme is talking about the entire planet, man. All right, this time the known world, because America wasn't even known at this time, but it's talking about the whole fucking planet, man. Remember, new world order. They want everyone on Earth to be chipped, right? Esau, Edom, specifically Amalek, the JEWs, which they are Edomites, so-called white man. They want the world global domination, man. Okay, so they want the whole world to be chipped. So again, Revelation 3:10, because you has kept the word of my patience, I also will keep you from the hour of temptation, which is what? When they make the mark of the beast mandatory, man, you're not going to be able to buy or sell anything without the chip. And really, you're not going to be able to operate in society at all. So you're going to be extradited out of society, man. You're going to be an outcast of society. That's how it's going to start. You may be homeless for a couple weeks, but eventually they're going to start actually butchering you. Okay? Executing you. Throwing you in camps. Torturing you. Or just flat out getting you off the map if you're not with the program. This is what's coming. A great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Okay? And Yahushua said he will keep us from the opposition. Meaning what? He will give us the strength. To endure that time, man. It's going to be, if you're hungry, man, it's going to be tempting to get the chip. If you haven't drunk water in 3-4 days, you might die, by the way. Right? But we have faith added. This is why the scripture says knowledge and understanding shall keep us stable in these dark times that we're already in and to come. Because if you know the word, then you know the Most High promise protection and preservance and deliverance to those that fear his name. So if you fear his name, the Most High is all of us are gonna be tried like gold in the fire. Most High might leave you on the tip of death, man. Just to see if you give in the last second, man. And if you don't, maybe they send an angel down. You may die. Most High send an angel down, bring you back to life, and then give you some bread and water. Who knows, man? Who knows? After this rain, who knows the mind of the Lord, man? All right. Shall come upon all the world, the entire planet, to try them that dwell upon the earth, because we're all going to be tried as gold in the fire. See that? Let's get 1 Peter. Right, 1 Peter 1. Verse 6, wherein you greatly rejoice, though now for a season, if need be, you are in heaviness. See that? Meaning you're going through a hard time. You're in heaviness through manifold temptations. If we go through temptations every day, temptation can branch off to many different things. Right? Temptation, man. To stray away from what the Lord wants us to do. Right? And we're getting ready to enter manifold temptations in the time of Jacob's trouble, man. Right? In the hour of temptation, man. Get that I'm about to say get that temptation. Get that chip. That the trial of your faith, we're all going to stand on trial, man. We're all going to be tested, man. Everybody can say you love the Lord out your mouth. Or do you really love? Are you going to stand 10 toes down for the name Yahweh Shemel Shai, even if you're looking death in the face? That the trial of your faith, which means trust. Do you trust the Lord? Being much more precious than of gold. See that? That perisheth. Though it be tried with fire, it might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Yahushua Mashiach, whom having not seen, right, because we never met Yahushua, yet ye love, in whom though now you see him not, yet believing ye rejoice with joy unspeakable and full of glory, right? So we never saw Yahushua. We never met Yahushua, well, at least in this lifetime. But we still believe in him anyway. We believe he truly walked this earth 2,000 years ago, did everything he did, was the greatest prophet, and he's coming back to take vengeance for us, man. Right? To avenge us for all the blood that has been shed of your Negroes and Hispanics in America, and that will be shed in the future to come. A lot of men in this truth and women will be put to death. Not all, but a lot of them, as it is written, man. But yeah, so I mean, the trial of our faith is more precious than gold, which perisheth, man. Now, in the ancient world, you just take gold and put it to the fire, and all the impurities would be purged out. We're the same thing. It's the same thing. We are as silver and gold, full of many impurities, man. As it is written in Isaiah 64, we are all an unclean thing. The Most High is going to hold us to the fire, man. What's the fire? Temptation, man. Tribulation. Hardship. Okay? And we're going to be in what? We're going to be held to the fire, man. And if we endure to the end, we come out what? Found unto praise and honor and glory. At the appearing of Yahushua Mashiach, we're going to receive the kingdom, man. And many, many things. See that? And many, many things, man. Let's get Acts 14:22. And it reads, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, urging them to continue in the faith, that we must through much tribulation enter the kingdom of the Most High. So we got to go through the tribulation first. We have to walk through the fire first. And we come out the fire, all right, we're found into praise, glory, and honor with Yahushua. We're going to receive our inheritance with Yahushua. Rulership with Yahushua. But Yahushua had to do the same shit. Okay? If Yahushua, the son of the Most High, he had to do it too. He got a crown of thorns smacked on his head, man. Imagine that on your head, and people are punching you with it, spitting on you, smacking you. And he got whipped too. Whipped and then nailed to a tree. Okay? So it's like, I mean, shit, Yahushua had to go through that before he could receive his glory. So Yahushua, he was put to the fire too. Right? He was tried by the Most High. He was put to the fire, man. And when he came out the fire, was found into praise, glory, and honor. Daniel 7, right? It was given unto him a kingdom and power and glory, man. When he left the earth back to Yahushua, back to the Most High Yahweh, man. You read Acts 1, he was beamed up to a cloud, which is a UFO. He left the earth. He went back to the Father, to the Most High after he completed his mission. He was resurrected. He completed his mission, man. And when you get the precept of Daniel 7, what happened when he went back to the Most High? He was given a kingdom, honor, and glory. And now he's waiting, and has been waiting for 2,000 years to come back and set up that kingdom, man, on earth. You see? So if Yahushua had to go through the fire and be pulled out and be found perfect, right? Or at least found into praise, glory, and honor, right? What the fuck you think that means for us? As it is written, man, we are going to walk in the steps of Yahushua. There's many precepts on that. But now we have to go through our fire, whatever that may be for whatsoever individual. But let's go back to Daniel 12. And at that time, Jacob shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of your people, the Israelites. And there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation. See that? Even to that same time, Jacob's trouble, man. So many prophets talked about this shit. And at that time, your people shall be delivered. Wait a minute. Everyone that shall be found in the book, the elect. The elect. So in Jeremiah 30, and Jeremiah wrote, but he shall be delivered out of it, Jacob, right? Not all the Israelites, the elect of the nation of Israel, which is why we pray fervently that, you know, we are of that number, man. We pray that we're counted worthy to escape these evils to come, man, because ain't shit promised to any of us. Revelation 7, which how we know the great multitude, they're all Israelites, by the way. It's Revelation 7 and verse 13. And one of the elders answered, saying unto me, what are these which are arrayed in white robes? And whence came they? Right, why, who are these people that are clothed in white? This is all the elect, man. 144,000 and the great multitude following, man. And whence came they? Right, where they come from? And I said unto him, sir, thou knowest. And he said to me, these are they which came out of great tribulation. Matthew 24, Yahushua said there shall be great tribulation such as never shall, which have never been. That's Jacob's trouble, man. Only those that are delivered, or that are found written in the book, shall be delivered from Jacob's trouble. That's the elect. These are they which came out of great tribulation and have washed their robes and have made them white in the blood of the Lamb, representing purity, man. They've been washed away from all their impurities, man, by the blood of Yahushua, and also by the tribulation, man. They stood strong. The elect stood firmly in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, even though they were being held to the fire, man. Let's get fuck, let me read it again. I forgot. These are they which came out of great tribulation, that washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. Right? Oh yeah, I wanted Luke 3. Luke 3. Okay? So again, we're clothed, the elect will be clothed in white. Why? Because they've been purified, man. That white represents purity. The elect have been purified from all their iniquities, right? Uncleanness through the blood of Yahushua, firstly. And then secondly, because of the fire, man. The trial, man. All right? These trials that we're already in, because temptation is really every day, but predominantly time of Jacob's trouble, man. They didn't goddamn get weak. They stood strong to the very, very end. That's why Revelation 14 says, blessed are they which die in the Lord. All right? So this is Luke 3. Should be like 16, right? Yep. John the Baptist answered, saying unto them all, I indeed baptize you with water, but one mightier than I cometh. That's Yahushua he's talking about. The latchet of whose shoes I am not worthy to unloose. He, as in Yahushua, shall baptize you with the Holy Ghost. You know what that is. And with fire. The baptism of fire. That's all the tribulation that the elect are going to go through, man. When you're baptized, you're cleansed from something, man. Okay? So again, the elect will be cleansed through, it always starts with the blood of Yahushua, but they're going to be cleansed through that fire as well. The tribulation, man. Right? As gold tried in the fire. We just read that in 1 Peter. You know? So all the hardship and tribulation and anguish we're getting ready to go through in Jacob's trouble, and that we also go through right now. But predominantly in Jacob's trouble is going to purify us, man. As gold is put to the fire and all the impurities out of the gold are purged out. You pull the fire out and it's perfected. So will we be held to the fire as silver and gold. We're going to be held to the fire and pulled out of that fire, right? And found into praise, glory, and honor, as we read in 1 Peter 1. The same way Yahushua did, man. He did it. Now it's our turn. Okay? So there we have it. We're going to be baptized with fire, man. Which is why we're clothed in white, man. Verse 17, whose fan is in his hand, and he will thoroughly purge his floor. See that? He will thoroughly purge his floor. Who's going to be purged? The elect. When you purge something out, it's negative, it's bad. You're purging it out, right? And we are all the unclean thing. He will thoroughly purge his floor. The elect will be purged, man, from all their uncleanness, man, and iniquities. And will gather the wheat into his garner. That's the elect. Gather into his garner the UFOs. But the chaff, the 2/3, essentially, everybody else is going to die in America. He will burn with fire unquenchable. Uh-oh, you know what that's talking about. Fire unquenchable. The nuclear destruction, man. And really, those laser beams as well. Okay? From the UFOs. And Yahushua come back, it's going to be sick, man. Okay? But that's why we're clothed in white, man. We came out of that great tribulation. That's that fire, man. That purged all the impurities out of us, man. The elect are going to stand strong through that fire. Be found into praise, and honor, man. All right? But also, they've been, washed and made clean because of the blood of Yahushua. All right? Zechariah 13:1. That fountain is his sacrifice, man. Fountain, you know what the fuck a fountain is. It washes you, right? Revelation 7:14. And I said unto him, Sir, thou knowest. And he said to me, These are they which came out of great tribulation, the elect, and have washed their robes, and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. This is how we know Revelation 7:9, all Israelites. When you go back to Jeremiah 30, it said, He, Jacob, shall be delivered out. There's no end-time prophecy that says Moab, Edom, Ammon, the Philistines are going to be saved out of Jacob's trouble. It's not there. Daniel 12:1, right? Thy people shall be delivered. Everyone found it in the book. See that? Lord, I'm going to save all of Israel. So where you get everybody else from? And made them white, meaning pure, in the blood of the Lamb. Yahushua, in the blood of the Lamb. See? It starts with the blood of Yahushua. But also, that great tribulation, if you endure through it, that purges us as well, man. Therefore are they before the throne of God, and serve him day and night in his temple. And he that sitteth on the throne shall dwell among them. That's the Most High Yahweh. They shall hunger no more, neither thirst anymore. Right, because all we've done is hunger and thirst in the land of our captivity. And then when you eat and drink, it's fucking defiled. GMOs and all this crap. So in the kingdom of heaven, we're not going to ever be hungry again. As in, because, we're still going to fast and all that. I got the Day of Atonement and all that. We're going to keep the laws. But basically, we're not going to suffer from famine, all right, or being too poor to afford anything. You shall hunger no more, neither thirst anymore. Neither shall the sun light on them, nor any heat. We're not going to have no heat waves in the kingdom neither. Heat wave is judgment. For the Lamb, that's Yahushua, which is in the midst of the throne, shall feed them. Oh, see that? And shall lead them unto living fountains of waters. Understanding. Feed us with what? Knowledge and understanding. The waters is understanding. And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, our eyes, man. Because all we've had is tears, man. And actually, speaking of tears, let's get a precept. Psalm 35. For fucking 2,000 years, because we've been slaves. Us Negroes, Native Americans, right? We've been slaves under every major empire, man. You got to understand that. Right? What is it? It's Psalms 80. Speaking of tears, the Most High can wipe away all tears. So we're never going to be afflicted or oppressed, all right, under any nation ever again, man. Yahushua going to deliver us from America, bring us back to our land. It's going to be amazing, man. This is Psalms 80, verse 5. Thou, the Most High, let's start at verse 4. O Lord, Yahweh, God of hosts, how long wilt thou be angry against the prayer of your people? How long you going to be angry with us, Lord? A lot of the prophets ask this question. How long you going to be angry with us? How long you going to leave us here to rot in America, man? All right? During the time of the prophets, we were under the Babylonian captivity, the Persian. Remember, when you're reading about the Israelites in the Bible, you're reading about yourself. You Negroes, Spanish, Native Americans, man. We've been slaves under every empire. The Assyrians, the Babylonians, the Egyptians, the fucking, the Persians, the Greeks, the Romans, and now the modern day Greeks and Romans, the same people, so-called white people, man. The Edomites, that's who they were, and who they are today. Okay? So, like, we've been getting smashed up, man, for 2000. This is why Yahushua come back to bleed our cause, man. We need deliverance and rest. And we're going to get that, and we're going to do the same thing to all the other nations, the Arabs, right? The fucking so-called white man. All these niggas, man, we're going to get our hands on them, man, and do to them what they done to us. But how long will you be angry against the prayer of your people, O Lord? Verse 5, you feedest them with the bread of tears. Right now, we're eating. It's symbolic, of course. We're eating the bread of tears. We're in the land of our captivity, right? You're all fucked up, man. Right? Niggas is poor, you know? And all other issues and problems that we have to endure in this life, you know? So again, right now, we're eating the bread of tears, man, in the land of our captivity, right? But as we read in Revelation 7, the Most High is going to wipe away all tears from our eyes, man. You see that? The Most High going to take the bread of tears out of our hand. We're not going to eat that bread no more. He's going to put that bread of tears in the hands of the other nations in which has afflicted us, right? A couple precepts on that. Thou feedest them with the bread of tears, man, and givest them tears to drink in great measure. Because we're not happy here in America, man. America was set up by the Most High to be our prison house, man. We ain't happy here. Okay? So again, we're drinking and eating the bread of tears, man. You know? But the Most High going to wipe away all tears, man. But we have to go through the tribulation first. Now, believe it or not, really, I didn't even get started in the video. I wanted to read Ecclesiastes 12 because as I was, we got to go all the way back to the beginning. I was talking about how basically last night I did a video of this Edomite looking dude, because he could have been an Israelite, so looked like an Edomite. But this Edomite looking dude, basically he was talking about, you know, essentially the time. Now he didn't call it Jacob's trouble because, you know, he doesn't know. He's not in the truth or nothing like that. But he was talking about Jacob's trouble, you know, and all the things that's coming, man, to this place. He's talking about you need to prepare yourselves and all this crap, you know. So now I wanted to jump into Ecclesiastes 12, where we're talking about remembering the Most High while you're young, before the evil days come, because basically a lot of people are prayer is getting ready to get famous, man. People don't typically seek the Most High when shit is sweet, you know. But the Most High he's pleased with those that seek his face at a time that he may be found, man, which is right now, because the Most High is a God that hideth himself. So when that time comes, when Jacob's trouble, man, the mercy doors close, ain't gonna be no goddamn calling upon the Lord, man. First off, what's his name? Right? Ain't gonna be none of that shit, because you had the opportunity to repent. You had the servants of the Lord, the prophets, go down the highways and the byways in your face. See, that's why the Most High set things up the way it is, right? When you read Isaiah 30, the Most High told his people, look, O Israel, my people, you're gonna see your teachers on the streets, right? You're gonna see your teachers in the street, but you see the Israelites all over the streets, man. And really, that's a testimony against the children of Israel. So the Lord brings judgment, right? Nigga, you can't say you didn't know, because you saw your teachers trying to tell your bitch ass, man. So, I wanted to read this. Ecclesiastes 12, man. We have to what? Remember the Most High, seek the Most High before the evil comes, man. Not during or after, but before it comes. That's what that's what the truth is about. Every day we're repenting, seeking the face of the Lord, seeking his mercy, praying that we're counted worthy of his mercy, right? We're building up our faith in the Lord now so that when that time comes, he has favor on us, man. That's what the whole truth is about. Repenting now so that later, when these troubles that we're talking about actually comes, we have his protection. You have to qualify for that protection, nigga. So let's get it quick. This is Ecclesiastes 12, verse 1. Remember now your Creator, the Most High, in the days of your youth. See that? While you're young. While the evil days come not. So you can't wait till the evil fucking come. The scripture, Proverbs 22:3. A wise man, right? A prudent man. What is a prudent man, right? A man that thinks about the future, who's wise. Okay? And that's what this truth is about. We're thinking about the future. We're thinking about, damn, all these things are getting ready to happen. I want the Lord's protection. Let me do everything I got to do. Spiritually, with my God, Yahweh Shem Shai. So you got to remember the Lord while the evil days come not, before the trouble comes, man. Nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun, or the light, or the moon, or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. Right, a lot of niggas in their house, they're going to tremble, man. There's going to be a lot of home invasions. And the strong men shall bow themselves. See that? And the grinders cease because they are few. Lack of work, lack of jobs. But you see that right now. And those that look out of windows. So these are all signs of the end times, man. Lack of jobs, right? And those that look out of the windows be darkened. Right, meaning you have no future. And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, lack of jobs. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird. And all the daughters of music shall be brought low. You ever wonder why music ain't the same? Sign of the end time, man. Right? Also, when they shall be afraid of that which is not high, and fear shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and desire shall fail, because man go up to his long home, and the mourners go about the streets. Okay? So there we have it, man. You got to remember the Most High before the evil comes. Okay? Before the evil comes. You have to be seeking the face of the Lord before the evil comes, man. That's why I wanted to read that. Let's get Psalm 34 and we close out. Psalm 32, excuse me. Right? You gotta remember the Most High before. You got to seek the face of the Lord before the evil comes. Then he will have mercy on you. Psalms 32, verse 6. For this shall everyone that is godly pray unto you. In a time, when are you supposed to pray unto the Lord? When is the godly person going to pray unto the Lord? In a time when thou mayest be found, which is right now, while the mercy doors are open. And they're going to close very soon. Surely in the floods of great waters represent armies. Again, a lot of niggas getting ready to come up against you Israelites, man. The time of Jacob's trouble, man. The powers that be, right? And then regular civilians, a lot of race wars, these Edomites that they hate your black ass. Maybe your own goddamn people. Home invasions, a lot of people getting ready to come against you, man. A man's enemy shall be there of his own household. That's what Yahweh Shai said. And you're going to need the divine protection of the Lord, man. If it's not divine, then you can kiss your ass goodbye. They shall not come nigh unto him. Right, so you ain't going to be touched, man. Nothing going to move you. You are my hiding place. Thou shalt preserve me from trouble. Uh-oh, Jacob's trouble. A time of trouble. Such as never was since before. Okay? The Lord going to preserve you from that trouble, man. If you pray unto him and seek his face before the evil comes. Thou shalt compass me about with songs of deliverance, Selah. It's a point clear. So that's the video. I'm gonna close out there, man. Repent to all tribes out there. Seek the face of the Lord, man. Now the time. Ain't no later. All praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Shem Shai. Lord willing you edify. Lord willing you see the next one. With that, I'm saying shalom, shalom, and shalom.